And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Farthest Frontier. This should be the fifth part of the second stream in 0.9.7. We're going to get a palisade around the town. Oh, and apparently we can upgrade the palisade straight to the stone wall. We're so inclined. Which is maybe an argument that we potentially, if we wanted the stone wall, it'd be cheaper to build the stone wall directly. So I don't know if we get any refund back by upgrading. Definitely having too many fishermen on that lake. Try moving another fishing hut over. To the other lake down here. In the hopes that improves our fishing. Well, fishing consistency. Obviously, it's not going to get us more fish out of the lake. It might get us more fish overall because we're fishing on multiple lakes, but... Then upgrade-wise, let's upgrade you first. Oh, and you're the one I was moving in, that makes sense. Okay, so that's added 2 new recipes. So that's added the small carcass and the trap making. Okay, so we need iron for trap making. That's maybe not a good thing. And obviously the trap making's for the small carcasses. Trapping small animals is a good source of hides. Okay. That's a decent source of hides. A decent source of meat as well. Maybe we don't want to focus too much on upgrading those until we get a reliable source of iron. Wall us in a little bit more, and then we just got the sort of south and west to wall in. Move in positions. Let's target your area a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, that'll work. Planks and bricks. And I was going to upgrade one of the forager shacks to see how the herb garden works. Okay. Yeah, so I can do massive grids on the walls if I was trying to do that. That's good to see. Villagers died of illness. Okay. There's another wolf den down there. I think that's probably a good place to put a Palisade gate. I was going to stick some gates in there where I left the holes. Okay, you were upgraded. You lose the zone selection on you when you upgrade. Cultivating the garden, but where? Oh, in your very little garden. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, not exactly what I wanted. Here's a way to make food, although maybe not super effectively. New traveling merchant has arrived. What are you selling? Armor. A relic we're not going to buy. Tools. If we saved up enough, we probably do want to pick up some heavy tools. Although we don't really got anything we want to sell. We haven't made as much iron as I would like. Iron ore for selling iron ore. So we'll probably pass on selling stuff to you. One reason I was looking at it was, at some point we probably do want to set up, you know, some animals. Okay, so we're being told we can upgrade the forager shacks. If they're just going to make a little garden instead of gathering things, to be fair, the garden might be more effective, right? So max yield of 14, 22... Right. That might still be kind of worth it. Right, because that one's, for example, making 14 berries. Although if that's a yearly yield, right, because max yield 14, max yield 22. Like, I'd have to be pretty desperate, because the biggest yield there is on the greens. And this one in a year has made 43, right? So gathering is definitely much better than the little garden, if that's the case. Yeah, it might not be how it's intended to work. It might work entirely different in 1.0, for example. Or it might be a mix of the two. Oh, we still got a lot of wall work to do. Yeah, so rather than gathering from the wilderness. But the gathering from the wilderness apparently is just so much better. Although that might be dependent upon where you've got the garden, right? Might be where you have it. And I don't know if the fertility where it is. Yeah, it's pretty bad fertility, for example. Might be fertility dependent, and I'm just putting in bad fertility location. Put this one in bad fertility location. I suppose that's something I can test by moving it. Yeah, let's go ahead and test this by moving. We got a really nice fertility location over here, so we'll relocate the building to the location. Oh, you're being complaining about being full. What are you full of? Usable items, produced materials, raw materials. Okay. So it's probably that we just got a lot of usable materials over there, and you're the only stockpile in range. And or the raw. Yeah, you got 200 something stone in, right? And grain's usable material. Okay. So it's the stone, the grain. Although the stone could in theory go in the stock carrots as well. Okay. Children grown up, new villagers born, villager has been cured of their disease. That's good to see. Round. Okay, it's now been moved in a much higher fertility location, and it's still 14. The success of cultivated items varies by region. Okay. So let's set you on greens. For food variety, berries is probably better. Herbs and medicinal roots are medicine related. And I suppose willow wouldn't be actually too bad. That way we'd have import for the basket makers, right? It'd be really terrible import for the basket makers, but at least we'd have something reliable for basket makers. Why this would even care about developed land? Because it's not like it's planting. It's just harvesting, so it's just caring about the resources in the zone. It's not like the hunters, where I totally imagine the hunters care about the land from the trapping perspective. Try upgrading a couple of those and see how that helps with the desirability of the area. If it's enough, we might be seeing some promotions soon. Assuming we can get the candles working reliably. I'll use this mechanic here. I think that's going to add the crossbow. Upgrade it. Basket shop, so I can assign one more to the basket shop, I can assign one more to making candles. Let's do that, see if that helps with, oh no, the candles, yes, and then, what's the other one I was thinking about? Not the tanner, the potter. Already got a second with the potter. Maybe that's why the pots are working better. As far as distribution over here. Got pots. You're missing your third food type. Yeah. Okay, so we just got the last bit of wool to go in. So let's go ahead and get that queued up. And I suppose if we've deduced that that does work the same everywhere, maybe it doesn't make sense to leave you out in the middle of nowhere. Wandering existence. Yeah. Yeah, let's pull the forager's garden back. So we're gonna relocate you to somewhere nice and safe. Sure. There. Example. And then we'll have to watch it over a year. If it's 14 or 22, whatever it was, per month, then it would be more tolerable, but that's the year yield, then that's bad, right? You can see here, we're pulling much more than that. Fertility is improving. We're up to like 50 plus in all these fields, but it's slow. Oh no, we have a fire. I think we got a convenient well. Okay, these guys were upgraded, so we got garden paths here too. $59, one short. So obviously upgrading it doesn't make it that much better. Like, it's making it better, it's not making it that much better. Okay, so I wonder if it's going to be in this corner down here. I think it's a pretty good coverage. Of course, it's a desirability boosting building. And we should save a decent amount of money for it. That's kind of by recommendation. That's what it was recommending we build next. When the recognition was up there, has since disappeared. Oh, those two are not actually paying taxes. Oh, they might be paying taxes. They're not paying taxes for being near the market, at least. New travelers arrived. It looks like we got some raiders coming in, which is a little annoying. But okay, the raider will buy, or the traders will buy. Well, the trader will buy hide coats, stone if I wanted to sell stone. Don't have a stable. Don't have a chicken coop. Of course, I have a barn, which is not the type they brought. Could buy pots, but in theory we're making pots. In fact, in theory we have surplus pots. So it looks like this would mostly be a trade for money. We're out of tools, or low on tools again. Yeah, so we're gonna trade some more of those. Sure, something like that. We'll just go immediately and just sell everything that's in the stockpile right now. And then we gotta wait for the rest to arrive, so we can take some more money off this guy. Yeah, I think I have so many villagers that the garrison on the town hall isn't enough to actually garrison them all. So they just keep working. So we're kind of hoping here is that the wall delays them long enough for the archers to at least break up the first group. Okay, so we drove that bit off, although they have punched through there. When raiders attacking, 18 have been killed, so we're still missing 3, I think. Where they are, not quite sure. Although one would have run off into the forest pretty easily. Yep, I don't see where the attackers are. Well, looks like the gate's held. And looks like the attackers have pretty much run off what's left of them. Okay, so unlike the last one where we technically suffered defeat, we did succeed at driving the raiders off. So that was considered a victory. Here we're now getting decent food off of the orchards. Off the peaches. Yeah, 300, almost 400 fruit coming out of the arborist there. In some ways, that's actually outperforming the farms, the crop fields. Now that's probably because of the low fertility rate. These ones are, when they're yielding, are yielding pretty good. Positive factors. Fertility, 61. Weed, 55. Rocks, 55. Soil bonus, -3. Diseases, -44. So it's taking the average yield of 675 up to just short of 800. When your buffs are so good that you're actually just accepting this disease in the field. Yeah. Okay, so that has to be like yield per month or something, because it's definitely producing more than 14. I'm not exactly sure how long that's been there, but since we put it there, but yeah. Don't need a place working with the quarry down. Can put the foundry down. So let's get some iron going. Oh, that requires never mind, found some. Don't have the heavy tools yet. And what do we need for the theater? 10 people want to show up. I can just cram some houses in. It wouldn't be a problem. And we're going to turn them away because I wouldn't be able to collect taxes off them is kind of the problem. And because I'd have to be building the houses somewhere outside the market square at the moment. Now, the easy solution is to put another market square somewhere and then start building another neighborhood, but I don't think we're quite ready for that yet. Oh, and you have an upkeep for 30. Theater provides entertainment to villagers' desire. Entertainment villagers are happy. They, on the whole, probably apparently don't need that yet. At least aren't caring very much about it. Family, spirituality, shelter, luxury. Yes, they can get away without the theater too much. Like, okay, maybe it'd help a little bit making very happy ones, but doesn't appear to be the major concern. Although maybe still grabbing it for the desirability effect is still worth it. Maybe. We'll see. You're almost full. That shouldn't be a concern because we got another one down here, but still probably makes sense to maybe upgrade you once we get 50 bricks. Oh, we were able to get one of the homesteads to level up. And 20 large houses, one... Okay, so I'm going to need the theater to get up to the next city level. And the trading place upgraded. Yeah, large house. Providing, in theory, one more person, a house. Theory also providing more taxes. Homestead, luxury, market square. I'm not sure if we're getting extra revenue yet from that large house. I think it's supposed to give us extra revenue. And the upgrade bonuses, it says, is additional income. Okay, so you need food, variety. You're okay, so I got 2 upgraded. You need food, variety, and a little bit more desirability. Yeah. You're next. 56, 58, 57, 71. So you're getting pretty far along. Although, you're only getting along to some of the places where I can just blop the field, of course. So, that might just be the argument is I should just go right for putting the field someplace. Yeah, a better field. So we got lots of different, like, small upgrades that we can do. I'm going to run one more year, and we can compare at the end of the year which is kind of producing more, like this Forger Shack or this Forger Garden. It looks like this only makes 84. I don't know if this has been up for the entire year. Right. If it's only making like 84, the shacks are just better. Yeah, these... What? They're maybe not even space efficient, right? Because the farms are probably space efficient. Oh, granted, you can have more problems with the farms. Got a walled settlement. At some point I can probably go... I should probably go exploring with the archers again. So I'm looking around the map. Got some higher efficiency fishing spots over there. That would be one way to maybe try to improve the fishing, is not run... Because we already got 4 on there. We put the 5th one on there. We were finding we were running out of fish. We might actually be able to go with fewer workers and still get the same amount of fish out of the place. Yeah, let's go ahead and pause. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. At the current rate, I think I'm going to record 2 more parts tonight to bring it up to a total of 7. So we'll have another week's worth of videos from the stream tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break just to sip some tea and stretch the legs. And let me check to see if the ads are actually... Yeah, we'll go ahead and run the ads while it's happening so we can get a bigger break with no ads. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.